folks, Will McNichol here, and this is Creative Scales for Fingerstyle Guitar, a new book I've poured my heart and soul into over the past few months. It's a book that looks at exploring scales in a bit of a different way, a way that's more relevant for fingerstyle acoustic players. At its heart is a really simple goal: to show you how scales can become an exciting and valuable part of your practice, which can help enrich all of the music you play or create. And the way the book does that is by presenting some interesting and unique ideas for you to learn, then immediately showing you how these appear in actual real-world musical contexts. So what's actually in the book? Well, first up, chapters 1 and 2 show how you can create silky smooth cascading scales by breaking out-of-box patterns. These are wonderful things that provide lush harmonies as you move around the neck in a more creative way, and just so satisfying to play. You'll learn how to take these ideas further by using open strings to facilitate easy shifts in position for your fretting hand, and how techniques like hammers, pull-offs and slides can be used to provide even smoother articulation. Chapters 3 and 4 explore how you can level up your melody playing by applying a whole host of elements of musicality to scale shapes. I'll be showing how dynamic range can be used in connection with things like staccato, tenuto, accents, rest stroke, free stroke and tonal variety to completely transform melody lines. Then we apply all of those skills via a host of examples which show how musically expressive melodies can be found within all of the scales that you learn. Chapter 5 dives into harmonics, one of my favourite things on acoustic guitar and a perfect way of getting creative with your scales. You'll learn how to voice scales using natural, artificial and harmonics, and how they're often used in pieces to absolutely stunning effect. Moving on to chapter 6, and this is where you'll start combining everything you've learned so far via a collection of short, musically satisfying examples. You'll see how things like cascading scales can be combined with harmonics, how smooth position jumps come together with hammers and pull-offs, and even elements of articulation. Basically, it's a big melting pot of all of the previous chapters, showing how scales can be the basis of some really fun, creative and beautiful music to play. Chapter 7 presents 2 full study pieces for you, and it's where you can put all of the skills and ideas you've learnt to the test in a more substantial way. And that really satisfies the goal of the whole book, really, showing how your practice with scales isn't just isolated on its own. It can all feed into and really enrich the pieces you love playing or creating, no matter what style that might be. Oh, and I threw in a bonus chapter at the end, giving you a list of other cascading scales and a whole host of different keys to help you dig into them even further, because I just think they're such a great way of exploring scales in a unique fashion. And there we have it. That was a whistle-stop tour of what you can expect from this new book I've put together, Creative Scales for Fingerstyle Guitar. I hope you enjoyed digging into it and that you'll gain a whole new perspective and appreciation of scales and what they can bring to your playing.